In this video, I'm going to show you two methods that I use for making longer drill bits. Hello, my name is Bob and welcome to another episode on the White Dog Garage YouTube channel. Every now and then you will need to drill a hole that is extra deep, or you'll need to drill a hole in a space where the drill chuck just won't let you get into it. But you could do this if you just had a longer drill. For wood, you can buy a long auger bit like this and it works quite nicely. However, I'm talking about jobber drills which will work on most materials in most situations. You can buy longer drill bits, and I have one here. This one is 3/8 of an inch in diameter, or about 10 millimeters. It is 12 inches long, or about 305 millimeters. Compared to 120 millimeters long, this is also 3/8, and that's about 5 inches long. A quality brand drill in this size costs between 70 and 90 Australian dollars. So they're not cheap compared to the standard jobber drill, and most people would certainly not have a set of them. So recently I've had two occasions where I've needed a long drill. One was a space where I just couldn't get the drill chuck into, and the other was a long hole. On each occasion I had to extend the drill length by a method appropriate to the situation, as we say. And in this video I want to show you what I did, and I think you'll find it interesting. For my first method, I used a lathe to make an extension shaft from 14mm diameter mild steel round. First I face off one end, centre drill, and then drill it out using the same 5mm drill that the shaft will hold. The drill will move slightly as it passes through the metal, and this will give enough clearance to enable the drill to be easily inserted and withdrawn in use. With the lathe work for that end completed, I positioned the pre-drilled end in a live centre and proceeded to machine 50mm of the opposite end down to a diameter of 12mm so as to provide an even contact surface for the drill chuck to hold. You could make this style of shaft using a bench drill, or maybe even a power drill if you took a lot of care, but the lathe certainly makes it very quick and accurate to do. The final length of the extension shaft is 200mm, and I cut it to this size, first using a parting off tool, and then, to save a bit of time, I completed the cut with a hacksaw. Then I took the shaft to the drill press, where I drilled in the end that will hold the drill a transverse 5mm diameter hole down to the centre. I then used a tap to produce in this hole an M6 or 6mm diameter 1mm pitch thread, which will be used to hold a set or grub screw, which will be used to hold the drill bit in place. This drill and the extension shaft was then used to drill a hole in the base of a plunge router that I was modifying. In this situation, there was sufficient clearance for the drill and extension shaft to pass by the body of the plunge router, which otherwise would have failed the chuck if I just used a drill alone. The second method involves extending the drill shaft by brazing on a suitable length of round stock which has the same or a slightly smaller diameter to that of the drill. You can join these two by a simple butt joint, but this won't be a particularly strong joint. So I like to bevel the extension piece and the drill end to provide more contact area and thus mechanical strength to the joint. First I create a rough bevel on the bench grinder, and then I move to a sanding disc to create an accurate 30-degree bevel on both the extension and the drill end. I'm using a clamp to hold the shaft against the sanding disc. If you follow whitedoggarage on Instagram, you would have seen a video that I posted some time ago where holding the shaft in my hand resulted in what we best call a catastrophic fail. With matching bevels on the mating ends of both the extension and the drill bit, I use V-blocks to position them in a straight line and in the same plane. I then braze the joint, first applying flux, then heating it, finally making the joint using flux-coated brass rod. I add an excess of brass to the joint and then use the lathe to machine the joint back to the diameter of the shaft. The final length of the drill is 300 millimeters or just under 12 inches. And here I am using it to make a 230 millimeter deep hole, almost 3 times the length of the original jobber drill. Because the flutes don't extend the full length of the drill has to be withdrawn frequently so the swarf can be cleared from the drill end. There you go. 2 methods of extending a drill shaft. Classical method, brazing on a little bit extra shaft. The problem with brazing on a little extra shaft is you pretty well lost that drill to being a long one from then on. The alternative, which allows you to retain the short drill should you need it, is to create a shaft sleeve that you can slide the drill into, lock it in place with the grub screw and use it, and then remove the drill for other uses. Of course, in each case you're locked into one size of drill. However, there are 2 methods for extending the drill length should you need it. So, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, I would welcome a thumbs up, and please share it amongst your friends. This channel is about making stuff, it's about maintaining stuff, it's about fixing stuff, and it's about the restoration of stuff. Yes, It's basically about stuff. And if you like that sort of thing and you haven't already subscribed, think about subscribing. It's easy. Hit the subscribe bar down below. Don't forget to ding the bell, and you'll be reminded by YouTube every time a new video comes out. Thank you.